Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6, and we're looking live at the Magic City this afternoon, sitting at 74 degrees at this hour. Still seeing some hazy conditions there in the background, some smoke at the higher levels of the atmosphere right now. That's where they'll stay through at least tomorrow morning, but we may see some smoke begin to filter down towards the surface as we get into tomorrow evening and especially into our Saturday. As far as tomorrow's daytime highs are concerned, 80s should prevail for pretty much all of us as far as the forecast is concerned. Even some mid-80s for our north central locations, seeing 86 for our friends in the Magic City, 80s also out towards the western tier. But the big story right now is the smoke forecast. So a bit later on this evening, about 3, 4, 5 hours from now, most of the smoke should be confined to the far north, and at least at this point, most of it won't be at the surface. So that's good news here for us tonight. As we go ahead and move into tomorrow morning, most of this kind of pushes off towards the north briefly, so we should be in pretty good shape to begin our Friday. But watch how this changes as we push further along into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Some moderate smoke possible for our central locations, and it's around this time, about 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow, that some of this smoke may begin to filter down towards the surface. And as we progress further along into our Saturday, some reds, some maroons, some purples possible, some very dense smoke possible. And again, for most of the day Saturday, some of this smoke will be at the surface. So this may give us some air quality concerns as we push into the beginning of the weekends. We'll track this very carefully for you over the course of tomorrow and especially into our Saturday. Looking ahead to the rest of the weekend, though, 80 should prevail for Saturday, maybe a 90 or 2 possible for the back end of the weekends. Not quite as warm for Monday, with some rain and storms possible as we get to the beginning of next week. And right now, there's 2 main scenarios here for this system. Scenario 1, which holds the best likelihood of occurring, pushes this system off towards the east. That would give us some scattered showers and storms for Monday and not much for Tuesday. If you're looking for a lot of rain, scenario 2 is your track. It's not likely right now, but this would give us some widespread rain and storms Monday through our Tuesday. We'll see, of course, what we get, of course, as we get further along into that next week. Looking at Williston's next 5 days, tomorrow forecast high in the mid-80s, maybe a 90 by Sunday. We'll see if we can get there. And look at this, a big downward trend temperature-wise Monday into Tuesday as that rain pushes in for the beginning of that next week. And Dickinson's next few days, 80s for the next few days, maybe a 90 perhaps for Sunday, and of course much, much chillier by the beginning stages of that next week. Here's Minot's next few days. Tomorrow, mid-80s, much of the same for the beginning of the weekends. Plenty of sun for now. Of course, we'll have those air quality concerns tomorrow evening into our Saturday. A 90 there for Sunday, and then 60s to follow Tuesday into our Wednesday. And then Bismarck's next few days, 80s Friday into the beginning of the weekends, maybe a 90 for Sunday. We'll see if we can get there. And a little bit chilly with some possible rain for the first half at least of that next week. Kiara?
I hear that the UV is going to be super high Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so perfect tanning weather as well. But
just
put the sunscreen on.
Yeah, sunscreen's a big important deal for us, especially.
Yes.
Make sure you have it with you. You don't want to get caught and burned and then come back and find out the hard way. Kenny, thanks so much. Up next, it's state tournament time. We have some highlights from the